Hello there, my Bible friends. Welcome back. Joyfully here again, guys. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a nice hot summer. I am. Ooh, Jesus, it's hot. Let me not complain. I am not complaining. I did ask the Lord for summer. I did. It was too cold. And guys, I can't stand the cold, so I did ask for summer. So let me not complain. Let me enjoy the summer, hot or cold. Although it's kind of hot still. So I had to stay inside today, but still I am not complaining. And when I have to go outside, because I was in the sun all day yesterday, guys. So when I have to go in the sun, I'll do it. I just thank God for whatever season there is. I just thank God for a season. So, guys, today I'm continuing in our series reading, learning, and understanding the Bible. And today I am at Genesis chapter 13. Let's see what 13 says, guys. Ready, set, go. It says, "And Abram went up out of Egypt, he and his wife and all that he had, and Lot with him into the south. And Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. And he went out on his journeys from the south even to Bethel, unto the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Hai, unto the place of the altar which he had made there at the first. And there Abram called on the name of the Lord. And Lot also, which went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents." So, guys, these guys had assets. Let me not interject. Right. Let me just read the word of God. "And the land was not able to bear them, and that they might dwell together, for their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together." So all this is saying, guys, they had so much, cattle and herds and assets, actually. The land was not enough for them. So maybe their herd was great. They had lots of cattle, lots of animals, and lots of stuff, gold and things. And so the space was not enough to accommodate both of them. So I guess they have to go their separate ways right now. I'm thinking, let's read, let's continue and see what it says. "And there was a strife between the herdsmen of Abram's cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle. And the Canaanite and the Perizzites dwelled then in the land. And Abram said unto Lot, Let there be no strife, I pray thee, between me and thee, and between my herdsmen and thy herdsmen, for we be brethren." Right? So this is Abraham saying, let us not have no contention. I don't want any contention between us. We're family, right? Let us not have that. "It is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right. Or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left. And Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere, before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as thou comest unto Zoar. Then Lot chose him all the plain of Jordan, and Lot journeyed east, and they separated themselves the one from the other. Sorry, guys. Abram dwelled in the land of Canaan, and Lot dwelled in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent towards Sodom. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly. And the Lord said unto Abram, after that Lot was departed from him, Lift up now thine eyes, and look from the place where thou art northward and southward, and eastward and westward. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed forever. And I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. Arise, walk through the land in the length of it, and in the breadth of it, for I will give it unto thee. 18 and last. Then Abram removed his tent, and came and dwelt in the plain of Mamre, which is in Hebron, and built there an altar unto God. So it seems like he's going to be blessed, really, really blessed, where he's dwelling. This is now chapter 14. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elsar, Chedor, forget that, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations. Guys, I cannot do these pronunciations. That these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemiber, king of Zobeam, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. All these were joined together in the vale of Siddim, which is the salt of the sea. 12 years they served Chedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year came Chedorlaomer. I cannot pronounce that, guys. Forget my pronunciation. And the kings that were with him, and smote Rephaim and Ashtekor, Karnaim and Zuzims in Ham, and Eminas in Shave. That name, guys. And the Horites in their mouth Seir unto El Param, which is by the wilderness. And they returned and came to En Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and smote all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites that dwelt in Hezezon Tamar. And there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same Azor, and they joined battle with them in the vale of Siddim, which that see the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elsar, 4 kings with 5. And the vale of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, and fell there. And they that remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their victuals, and went their ways. And they took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom, and his goods, and departed. And there came one that had escaped, and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorites, brothers of Eshcol, and brother of Anor. These were confederate with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is on the left hand of the Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. So he went and he fought, and he retrieved Lot and all of Lot's belongings. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of the children, that name, and of the kings that were with him at the valley of Shiva, which is the king's dale. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, which had delivered thine enemies into thy hand. And he gave him tithes of all. And the king of Sodom said unto Abram, Give me the persons, and take the goods to thyself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up mine hand unto the Lord, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will not take from a thread even to a shoe latchet, and that I will not take anything that is thine, lest that thou shouldst say, I have made Abram rich. 24th and last, save only that which the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men which went with me, Anor, Eshcol, Mamre, let them take their portion. So guys, this is the end of chapter 14. So this is all about Lot and Abraham, and then we're going to see what happens next. Because like me, when I hear Sodom and Gomorrah, all I think of is evil. all I think of is just bad thing, like, you know, like a bad town with lots of bad stuff happening. So, you know, let's continue to read, and then we'll see what happens with Lot and Abram. Again, guys, I thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for subscribing, you for sharing. Remember to give the video a thumbs up. And guys, just keep, you know, reading the word of God, meditating on the word of God, you know, and ask God to open your understanding. I have continuously asking to open my understanding, you know, give me more wisdom, more knowledge, more understanding, more wisdom, you know, so we can understand his word and live by his word, live according to his word, follow his laws and his precepts and his commandments. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Have yourself a wonderful week and a blessed day. Bye-bye.